Alright, just a quick update on FITFI. So in yesterday's video, we basically were talking about, in my opinion, the last line in the sand before FITFI gets ready for that mass capitulation that we were predicting all the way back from 3 days ago. Now, 3 days ago, we were talking about a 52% drop all the way down to 58 cents, and it's been, 2 or 3 days and we're down 32% already. In yesterday's video specifically, we were talking about this last line in the sand. You can see we've got candle body closes at 84 cents on the 4-hourly time frame, and then you hop over to the daily time frame and you can see you've also got your daily closes sitting at this 84 cents. And what you'll notice now is that we are moving back down to the downside, zooming out on the daily. We've really just been channeling. Like, if you look at this on the 4-hour, it is slightly different. We have had a few minor pushes out of this. We even tried to have a massive scam wick all the way up to basically $2. We came right into the 13 EMA, which is a short-term moving average, which is perfect at defining whether you're in an uptrend or a downtrend. You can see this was perfectly holding the uptrend the entire time. You had a mass capitulation below it, came down, back tested it as resistance, and ever since then at $5.63, we've been in a massive landslide to the downside. There's honestly not too much to say about this chart. We are literally just channeling down right now. Looking at our momentum indicators, we talked about this, yesterday, where you zoom out and the bears have been in control of this trend for so long now. It's not even funny. Hopping over into the daily, we have kind of been running out of bearish volume, which is in itself a good signal, but pair this with the fact that we are capitulating below the lows, pair that with the fact that we've came up to the 13 EMA and capitulated. We're miles below all of our EMA ribbons, and as far as I can tell, we're literally just ranging at this moment in time. We're ranging from the bottom to the top, from the bottom to the top, and now I do think it is time that we go down to these lower levels at the bottom of this chart. Now, in the past 24 hours, so not from the daily close, this is the past 24 hours, green Satoshi token is down another almost 16%. So, I've been saying this, but people who are shilling altcoins right now, all the moon boys, they're religiously getting wrecked right now. And I've been talking about the Bitcoin dominance. If you look at the Bitcoin dominance has been in a massive rally the past couple of weeks. And I have no idea why other crypto people think it's a good idea to invest in altcoins when the Bitcoin dominance is going up. I've been saying this for the past month, that altcoin holders are going to get wrecked. I know it's boring. I know it's not what you want to hear. I wish I could come onto these videos and say that, GST is having a turnaround, because I am looking for a trade to get into this once we do have that trend reversal. But it's just not here. You look at the Bitcoin dominance is moving up. Look at Bitcoin has literally been range bound for a month right now. So there's not a lot to be bullish about. Bitcoin looks like it wants to move lower. Bitcoin dominance looks like it wants to go higher. The green Satoshi market cap has been decimated down to 53 million once again. And like I said, we are really getting brutalized from where we've been the past couple of days. So, at least in the short term, I could see a move back up to 84 to 85 cents. So, it's not to say that we can't move up. Maybe another 5%, maybe we'll wick back above this and come all the way back up to 91. But the fact of the matter is, it seems pretty black and white to me that we are breaking down now. So, we extrapolate this price target, and unfortunately, we have to be conservative on this one. I have to draw it from the candle body close, because technically, I mean, like I said, technically I would not draw it like this, but we had a wick all the way up to here. So you could even draw an M like this, and it would be valid, but like I said, I would not even for 1 second think that would be a good idea to draw. I don't think that target's going to get hit. It's probably in the minuses anyway, but nonetheless, I think it's much more likely we move back down to the bottom of this channel. If we do zoom out on green Satoshi token, I highlighted this a while ago, but we have already capitulated below the mint price. This was minted over on Huobi at around about $2.69. Ever since then, we've been in price discovery to the downside. So, like I said, just to reiterate, I do think we are unfortunately moving lower for green Satoshi token. I do want to readjust my green box slightly to encompass a few new areas that we need to talk about. Now, number one, like I said, the M pattern breakdown, you can expect a bounce coming in at around about 62 cents. That does not mean that I'm looking to enter a trade. It's actually literally bang on 63, so 63.05. If we do come down to 63 cents, we might we might see a bounce. Like, this is not what I'm planning for, because I do think we are more likely to move lower, but expect a bounce. I think at least another 24% drop before we see any type of significant bounce. And we also do need to readjust this breakdown, because previously I said a 34% drop, but I said this when we were all the way back here, and this would have been on the basis that we did something like this, but we've taken a lot longer to come down. So when we do come down now, it is likely that we do head to some slightly lower targets. And I also want to drag this green box down to encompass this 3.618 Fibonacci that we've got. From this low to this high, you can see we've got a 1.618, 2.618, 3.618, and then we've got a more macro fib up here with the 1.6, which was respected very, very well. We bounced into this, got rejected from it a few times, moved down to the 2.618, held the 2.618, and now if we do move solidly below 76 cent, which is also conveniently lining up with these lows, 2.618 got respected perfectly. We bounced on this. If we do capitulate below 76 cent, the next price target to keep your eyes on is 63 cent. After we come down from 63 cent, if we do come down like very, very hard, I think it's more likely we're going to come down to the 3.618 fib before we do come to the bottom of this trend line, because, you know, obviously if we drop very, very fast, it's going to be a very brutal drop, and the longer we take, the more brutal it's going to get. So I'm more leaning towards the fact that we're probably going to chop sideways down in this channel rather than just drop straight down. Like I said, the market cap is still well, I mean, it's getting lower and lower and lower, so I find it more and more exponentially harder to, you know, think that this would have a mass capitulation, but I still do think this is going down. Like I said, I was predicting a 52% drop, and we're down like 32% from there. So people think that altcoins can't get worse. I'm telling you, they can. If you look at the Bitcoin dominance, if the Bitcoin dominance keeps on looking up, you're going to see this week over week over week, where green Satoshi token and other altcoins are going to get wrecked. So 49 cent, that is currently my lowest target. I don't want to talk about moving below there, because that's literally a 50% drop from where we are. But what I do want to talk about from at this moment in time is the likelihood that we are at least going to be coming down to this M pattern breakdown, which is about a 24% drop. From where we are here, I think I'm going to adjust this to encompass the 3.618. So from where we were here, I'm calling for like a 60% correction down to the 3.618. Bear in mind, I've literally just adjusted this now. Previously, I was calling for 58 cent, because if we came down, you know, from when I made this prediction, we did something like this, then we would have hit my target, but we didn't do that. We kind of chopped sideways and M'd out for a prolonged period of time. So this is what I think is happening now. I think 62 cent is on the table. If we capitulate below 62 cent, bear in mind the 3.618 fib down here at 48 to 49 cent is my next price target. So 24% drop and 41% drop respectively. Pick your poison. Let me know what you think is going to be planning out next for green Satoshi token. Either way, I do unfortunately see a move to the downside for most of the move to earns before we do pick up any pace. That's all I've got today. Not looking good on the squeeze, while momentum indicators definitely calling for a further move to the downside. Like I said, all I've got, cowboy out. Peace.